Hey guys, right here. So, time for a top 5. You may be wondering, why not top 10, top 20, or even top 50? Well, top 5s are like the easiest thing for me to do. I can do a top 10. I can do it. It's just that I may not have enough source material to result to. But let's get back onto the topic. Everyone has that little guilty pleasure movie that they love. If you want to like Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, go ahead and like it. If you want to like Josie and the Pussycats, the movie, go ahead and like it. If you want to like Wild Wild West, even though that movie is terrible, go ahead and like it. I don't care if you like the movie. If you like Meet the Spartans, go ahead and like it. If you liked Rise of Skywalker and Doolittle with Robert Downey Jr., go ahead and like them. But of course, I gotta top down my favorites. So here is my top 5 guilty pleasure movies. Number 5. Let's do this. Venom. Now, if you watched this movie in theaters like I did, Tom Hardy is friggin' funny. This movie did not do well for most people, but some people it did. It got mixed reviews. It got stuff going on. Some of the cliches are weird and nonsensical, but if you get past all of that, they need to make more origin stories for villains. Joker did it. Venom did it. Where's Green Goblin? Or Skeletor the movie? No. That's for the He-Man live-action reboot movie, but we've already tried that in 1987 with Masters of the Universe. We cannot talk about that movie. Thank you very much. Okay, number 4. Everybody loves ScoobyDoo, the cartoon show. Whether it be ScoobyDoo, Where Are You? What's New, Scooby-Doo? Be Cool, Scooby-Doo. I hated that version, by the way. Or even some of the Lego Scooby-Doo movies. I kind of like, but this movie, Scooby-Doo, from 2002, nobody would want to talk about this movie, but I like it. It blows hard, but I like it. The story is interesting, the character interpretations are freaking amazing, but why did they need to give Fred a haircut? Why did they have to make the story confusing at times? Hey, Shaggy looks normal, Velma looks normal, Daphne looks kind of normal, Scooby definitely looks normal, but Fred is not normal. He got a haircut though. But everyone hates this movie. It is so bad. I can totally agree with you. But if you just get past all the bad stuff, there's some good stuff in this movie. Is there some cliche stuff about this movie? Yes. There's some dirty jokes. There's some bad animation. There's some crappy stuff. And the critics in the audience are like, but still. Thanks. And I got it from Second and Charles, too. That's one big thing about it. Zoinks. Alright, number 3. What happens when you take the Looney Tunes and put them on the big screen? You get Space Jam. But what's behind my hand? This is the worst Looney Tunes movie of all freaking time. If you have not watched this movie, thank God, because everyone despises this movie. If you like this movie, I don't care. You can like it. But I hate Back in Action. Steve Martin is pretty funny in it, though, but Brendan Fraser ruins everything. But as for Space Jam, people have absolute terrible opinions about it. People will be like, Space Jam is like the worst commercialized piece of crap to ever be put on the big screen. Michael Jordan isn't a good actor. Well, Shaquille O'Neal isn't a good actor. He was in Kazam, which was also released the same year that this movie came out. He was in Steel, that crappy movie about a DC superhero. Guys, you guys gotta pay more respect to this movie. Do I want a sequel to this movie? No. I do not need a sequel to Space Jam. Well, this is not a sequel. We don't need a Space Jam sequel. They'll ruin it, by the way. But I like this movie. Number 2. Alright, so everyone, I mean, seriously, how could you not like this movie? Despicable Me. Yes, it's childish. Yes, it's nonsensical. Yes, there's some really kiddie stuff in it. And there were a bit when this movie first came out, and the sequel, and the third movie, and Minions, which I hate, there were probably a lot of kids in the audience of the theaters when this came out in theaters, especially when it comes to the sequel and the third movie, which I did see in theaters. But there's some funny stuff in this movie. Like, Steve Carell does an amazing job at portraying this wonderful character. I mean, he's totally one of the greatest villains of all time. But most importantly, the main selling point is obviously the Minions and all. But I mean, I despise these dudes, but there's some funny scenes in this movie with these characters. I mean, seriously, pretty funny. Alright, last one. Guys, thanks. Thanks for waiting for number 1. Thank you so much. Most people, they freaking despise this film. It got bombed ratings. It got terrible reviews. It was even the nostalgia critic says it's bad. And mean-spirited. Well, that's why I like Chicken Little. Guys, come on. Just give this movie Just give this movie a chance! There's some bad stuff in this movie, I know. There's some... that terrible Disney charm to it that just is like giving us a lot of stuff that we don't need. Like the porcupine, he's like, yo. There's no reason to put this character in the movie. And yes, Runt can be a little bit annoying, but he's by far my favorite character. He's just so freaking funny. But I don't understand why everyone hates this movie. Is it because it's from the earlier stages of Disney? Kid in King Arthur's Court is worse than this. Blank Check is worse than this. Mr. Magoo, the live-action movie made by Disney, is worse than this. And by the way, all 3 of those movies were made by Disney. You may be thinking, wait, what? A movie about money made by Disney? Well, Disney makes money by throwing this crap at you. So, in conclusion, all these movies have sort of a different feel to them. Including this one, because I grew up with this unorthodox piece of crap. I even grew up with the GameCube game, and yes, there's a GameCube game. Play it, it's actually really good. So, sorry that I couldn't get any footage for this, because YouTube is like, break off. I mean, seriously, where's the fair use, YouTube? So, if you guys want more top 5s, actually, I may continue doing top 5s on this channel, if you guys want me to do that. I'm still doing top 5s on He-Man's channel, no worries, it's just that, man, I got an idea for some stuff that I could do for movies and games on this channel. If you guys want to see more, please comment. I may plan on making a video soon, after this. See you guys next time for probably a retrospective, or top 5, or review, I don't know. Sayonara, peeps. Take care.